Hi, I'm Sungyeon Park from Qualcomm AI Research. Today I will present our work, CA-LoRA, Concept-Aware LoRa for Domain-Aligned Segmentation Dataset Generation. Data drives deep learning, but pixel-level segmentation labels are expensive to collect. This becomes a real bottleneck in data-scarce settings, like future segmentation with only a handful of labeled pairs or domain generalization, where we need to handle unseen conditions such as fog and rain driving. A natural question, why not use generative models as teachers? Modern text-to-image models like Stable Diffusion are pre-trained on billions of images, so they carry rich visual priors. The idea is to fine-tune them on a small target dataset and synthesize new image label pairs to train downstream perception models. But there's a fundamental trade-off. A pre-trained T2I model generates diverse informative images, but they don't match the target domain. Even if we apply LoRa fine-tuning, we get domain-aligned images, but the model overfits and memorizes the training data, losing its ability to generate diverse conditions like fog or nighttime. We want both informative and domain-aligned. Our pipeline has 4 stages. First, we identify the weights sensitive to a target concept. Second, we find only those weights with LoRa. Third, we train a lightweight label generator on top of the fine-tuned model. And finally, we generate diverse image label pairs with augmented prompts. Let me introduce the stage 3 and 4 first. For label generation, we follow dataset DM. The fine-tuned T2I model produces feature maps and cross-attention maps that carry rich semantic information, and a mask former style decoder predicts segmentation labels from these features. At generation time, we simply augment the prompt with conditions to produce diverse image label pairs. The core contribution lives in stages 1 and 2. Instead of fine-tuning our LoRa layers, we identify the small subset of weights that are sensitive to a specific concept, like viewpoint or style, and update only those. The target concept is flexible. Viewpoint for domain generalization, style for in-domain settings. So, how do we identify concept-sensitive weights? We design a concept loss. We compute the model's denoising prediction with the original prompt and with a concept-augmented prompt. For example, replacing photorealistic with sketch props style, while changing the viewpoint description props viewpoint. The gradient of this loss tells us which weights react to the concept. But low gradients have a strong positional bias across layers, so we normalize by the diffusion loss gradient. This gives an unbiased concept awareness score per projection layer. Once we have the awareness scores, CA-LoRa simply attaches LoRa only to the top K% most concept-aware projection layers. Compared to the original LoRa, CA-LoRa targets a sparse principled subset. Qualitatively, CA-LoRa produces well-aligned image label pairs across both clear day in domain condition and adverse weight domain generalization. Instruct Pix2Pix only edits textures. Datum produces unlabeled images. Dataset DM has full domain alignment, and LoRa memorize training samples. Only CA-LoRa delivers both diversity and alignment. Quantitatively, CA-LoRa consistently outperforms our baselines. On in-domain cityscapes, we improve MIOU both in the few shot setting and the fully supervised setting. On domain generalization, we also obtain MIO gains when combined with HRDA, the strongest DG backbone. 2 oblations confirm the design, handcraft layer group selection. 2KV are out alone, first to find the right subset. Random 2% selection is better but limited. Concept awareness without diffusion normalization just mimics full LoRa. Only our normalized concept awareness gives the MIO gain. And the sweet spot is finding just 2% of layers, enough to learn the concept while preserving prior knowledge. Thank you for your attention.